Once upon a time, in a small village by a peaceful river, there was a Zen master named Tinh Tam. The villagers often came to him for guidance and advice on life's issues. One day, a farmer named Lucas, known for his quick temper and impatience, sought the Zen master's counsel. Lucas said, "Master, I get angry very easily, and it has caused many troubles in my life. I don't know how to control myself." Master Tinh Tam smiled kindly and led Lucas to the garden behind the house, where a large ancient tree stood. Under the cool shade of the tree, the master began to tell a story. Once, there was a traveler crossing a scorching desert. He was extremely thirsty and exhausted. Seeing an oasis ahead, he joyfully ran toward it. But when he arrived, he found the water in the lake had dried up, leaving only mud. In his fury, he started to break the surrounding trees and shouted in anger. At that moment, a saint appeared and said, "Stop, your anger cannot fill the lake with water. It only makes you more tired and damages everything around you. Instead, find patience and wisdom to seek another solution." Lucas listened to the story, his eyes gradually brightening as if he understood something. Master Tinh Tam continued, "Anger is like the traveler in the desert. It only brings more harm and does not solve the problem. Learn to be patient and think clearly." The next day, Lucas returned home but still had many doubts. He decided to try controlling his temper. He began to meditate daily, but his greatest challenge had yet to come. One day, while working in the fields, Lucas saw a fierce fire erupting from the nearby forest. The strong wind quickly spread the fire towards his rice paddies. Lucas hurried home to call for help. When he arrived, his neighbor, with whom he had past conflicts, stood there and said, "That's your field, it has nothing to do with me. You deal with it yourself." Anger surged in Lucas, and he was about to attack his neighbor. But then, the image of Master Tinh Tam and the story of the traveler in the desert flashed in his mind. He paused, took a deep breath, and looked around. The other villagers were also worried but didn't know what to do. Lucas calmly said to everyone, "We need to work together to put out the fire. If we don't, it will spread to the entire village." He figured out how to divert water from the river to extinguish the fire and led everyone in fighting the fierce flames. Thanks to Lucas' calmness and wise decision, the fire was extinguished, and his rice paddies were saved. His neighbor, seeing the change in Lucas, felt ashamed and came to apologize. From then on, they became good friends and worked together, helping each other. Through this story, we learn that anger only brings suffering and destruction. The Buddha teaches that controlling the mind and finding inner peace will help us overcome difficulties and achieve true happiness. Remember, in every life challenge, patience and calmness will help us find the best solution. Like the farmer Lucas, practice self-discipline every day to attain peace and complete happiness.